G'day there and welcome back to Dog Shadow Gaming, the channel where we live to game and game to live. As always, I'm Belth and today we're looking at episode 2 in our Mortal Empires campaign, or legendary campaign for Ikit Claw. Starting off in Skaven Blight, in our first episode we quickly took Tabaro and then moved immediately on Magita, and we will continue to try and take out Astalia. That is the plan. As always, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to leave or smash that like button and leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. I love to talk about the campaign. I'm a big Warhammer fan, so whether it be fantasy, 40k or otherwise, that's what the channel's about, so I hope you're really enjoying it. As always, guys, we're going to get into the action right after this. Okay, welcome back, guys. Now, where were we? Right. So, in the next turn, we have got a bit of cash up our sleeve, which is nice. In the next turn, we'll be getting a rebellion in here, and I think in a turn or two, we'll be getting a rebellion in here. Now, we do have a small slave army that's going to be helping to just buff our garrison here. Cash isn't too bad. We're doing all right. We're going to need to take Bill Bailey once we've destroyed the inevitable public order problem that we're going to have. This is legendary as always, so legendary will bring those public order, well, goodies, public order issues that you tend to have on legendary. We've got things, we got stuff building. We got the piston house going, and we are trying to grow to level 3 to get all the good Clan Scryer goodies. Outside of that, guys, that's pretty much it. We're going to jump straight into a turn here and then get into a battle. As always, I will be cutting the turn timers out, so you won't have to sit through the turn timers for Mortal Empires because it's pretty damn boring. So I'll cut them out, and then at the end of each one, I'll go through and give you the information just before we do. Settlement besieged Magita. Obviously, we constructed our bell. Army founded, of course. We have won our battle there. We gained some armor, 6, squad save 8. Ikit Claw, obviously, recent events successful of your rank. We gained another rank for Ikit, so we'll have to do something with that. Enemy settlement looted, and then settlement occupied. So that was our last one. I'll do that at the start of each one. Once we get this, we'll be hitting growth straight away. All right. Hang on. Ikit has a level, or did we do that? We did that. All right. Jumping into the turn. I'll see you after the turn, guys.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Okay, now then. What are we going to do with this one? So we've got our win here, occupy, loot, raise, or sack 2 different settlements. Cool little bit of cash coming into the treasury there. Now we do have our rebellion going there. We've completed our bits and pieces. We now need to do 6. That's cool, to get another 2k. We're all good there. So rebellion, obviously we've got the rebellion war declared. So Carcassonne in the turn timer, which I cut out, guys, has declared war on us. That's cool. Obviously we've got the rating there. Our nest burrow has been completed. Our technology has been completed. We've completed chapter 1. We gained a rank on Belquint Masqueak, and chapter 1 obviously is done. So let's first up, we'll go to our next one. We're going to keep buffing our clan rats, giving them just whatever buffs we can to strengthen our front line.
Skaven Blight, seen many, many worse.
Okay, in this one here, we are going to go for missile damage. This is both for missile infantry and artillery. We're going to keep upping that damage as much as we can. That's what his buffs are great for. And I know we haven't done anything with the Under Empire yet, but we're going to get ourselves established a little bit first, and then we'll start stretching our hand out and doing that. It is quite expensive, and it kind of gimps you at the start if you go straight into it, in my opinion. Again, you want to spend your money on building Skaven Blight to be as defensible and tough as you can before you start really playing too much with it. Get this first little province going, and then build your 2 provinces. We're going to have a battle out with Tylea. That's going to happen. Now, before this guy gets too big for his boots, we're going to jump out there and give him the what for.
Sorcery.
Okay. So this is fairly straight up. Now, he does have 2 greatsword units, so this is why we attacked him straight away
This
and we
arms
didn't
race,
wait.
No contest.
So the greatsword units are armored and armor piercing. However, we do have something to deal with them. We have plenty of armor piercing and anti-infantry in our flayers. They're going to make short work of them. There's only one spear unit that's going to pose any threat whatsoever to our flayers, and we can take them out with guns and then let the flayer do their job. Now the other thing is, early on, you don't have a lot of lord killing power. That's an issue, so you do kind of want to get an assassin in there at some stage. We're going to just start deployment, that's fine, in order to deal with that issue. Now we're going to want to let our guns do the talking for us for the most part, and we're going to let them come to us so that we got max range on them. So first thing you want to do is get your Skaven slaves sorted, because they're really your chaff line. They're going to deal with a lot of the rubbish. I'm going to pop them there. Then you do your second layer. And they're going to go there, like that. So again, think about what I said before. It's that onion layer business that we were talking about. I'm going to pop these guys probably over here. If we can find... The only problem with oh, hang on, actually. Going up here, like being on the hill is nice. The problem with that is you've got all this sort of forest they're going to hide in, and I kind of would prefer to have them... Have we got a... There's a slight rise to this slope, so we should be able to do that fairly effectively. So we're going to put the Giselles right here. We're going to have some good firing line there. We're going to pop these guys off to the right. And then we're going to move them out to over here, and they're going to fire in as well. Cool. Our flayers are going to sit right here, because they're going to tie it all up in here. As always, going to throw those warlocks, bits and pieces, here and here. And they're just going to be firing it. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. We'll get this going over here. This one here, I think. Okay. Majority of the units are obviously here. He's going to come down the hill. He's going to tangle them up. We're going to be shooting into them the whole time. Right, we're obviously going to want to concentrate on those... He's going to be giving that buff there. So this guy does buff all of our units. He's going to be buffing their attack and everything else, so that's good. We're going to want to get rid of that as quickly as we can. I'm going to move you back to there. You're going to jump off that. Pop you onto that. Take you off that. That should have done that before we started. Forward a little bit. That's it. Just shoot these guys. Moving down. That happening like that. Like that. There we go. In you go. Move your Skaven slaves forward. There we go. Dealt with. Pretty much completely dealt with now. Get your... Where are they? There they are. Great swords. Yep, there we go. They're just there to stop, basically. That's it. It's their only real purpose. I'm going to chase these guys up here. Move these guys up into here. here and there, so you make sure you're giving both of them that damage. Okay. Doomflayer's going to get on those guys there. Okay, they're pretty much dead. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Let's throw these guys over here. Couple of seconds and then boom. Dead on. Nice. Okay. Weapons fire teams are doing their bit. Yep. Swordsman. I turn and attack. Take those guys. Pretty much the great swords are broken. Let's just make sure they're shattered. Go and take out the archers there. Okay, shoot these guys up here. Let's keep you on that lord. Okay, broken, shattered, done. Again, line of sights are important, yeah? So he's buffing them to get more damage, reload, and all the rest of it. And the rest are really just doing their job with everything else. They're just holding, basically, that's all they did. So, I mean, the swordsman did quite well at killing Skaven slaves, which is fine. You'd expect that of Kruber, but the rest just got hammered. So, I mean, that's basically in a nutshell, guys. It's all about using, as I said, those slaves to just basically muddle things up, just keep them stuck somewhere, and then let your artillery do the talking from there. Your artillery and your ranged are your biggest assets. And then it's priority targeting. You just got to priority target down those things that are really going to be, you know, a problem for you. As I said, at the moment, the big weakness that you have, you've got plenty of armor pierce. You've got like armor piercing, armor piercing, armor piercing. You've got tons of armor piercing. You've even got some anti-large with Ikit is anti-large. Also, all the spells you do are armor piercing at this stage too. Always go for food, guys, especially early on. Even if the cash is good, go for the food. Food will get you up there, and it helps so much. We're going to finish him off here. Nice bit of cash there.
Chief Warlock, Ikit.
We'll just
This arms race. No.
lost a couple of slaves, nothing massive. Again, more food, beautiful. Always good. Now we're up to 15. Excellent. So we're starting to get those bonuses now, which is really, really good. And then very important, getting the warp fuel containers. We got bounds. Oh, nice pickup. Causes major magical damage. Can disrupt unit formation. Bound spell. Wind. Okay. Flying. Cannot target if flying on a wall. Medium moving area of effect. Strong versus multiple units. Okay, cool. Really, really good. Unspells Black Horror bound spell. Cool. Excellent. Really, really cool. Let's keep going here. Now we got a bit of cash. We can upgrade to Burrow, so we're going to want to try and get that going. Skaven, you're going to try and get up so you can get the public order and food and all the rest of it. You need to get that going as quickly as possible. They're recruiting. You are going to... It's down to 7 now, so we're slowly bringing that down with having just units. And they're cheap units, so it's not a big deal. Also, it helps to get his loyalty up by giving him more units, which is great. So it's a win-win having just sort of a slave army there. It allows us to be able to move out of Skaven Blight. which is really important. We're going to go straight into that fear, because remember, we're going to be casting this a lot, so we really want to have that fear off the bat as quick as we can. And then obviously we want to increase that leadership as much as we can. Those are your, you know, our copping fear as Skaven is always the hard one, and then being able to give it is really good as well. So that's great. So fantastic, we're doing well here. We've picked up a bloody good item there. I'm quite happy about that. Gives us another spell, damaging spell. We're gonna go after Bill Bailey before we give them a chance to get too far ahead. Now what we can do here oh, hang on, I've already got, he's already recruiting, and how many turns now? With 7, so that's going to put us up to 90 something. It's going to give us 2 turns, so I can do that, or I can keep going here. If I can take this, I can move across. There's a skull over there, but we're not ready for that just yet. We do need to move though. We need to get moving. Okay, that's worth going over there. Where's the border here? The border's up here.
Spread our own corruption.
Better off doing this. Yeah, I think we're better off doing that. Okay, we do need to keep moving though. So we're going to... It's going to give us 2. What else can we do here? Put you 3 together. Okay. This is 20. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to rebuild our Skaven slave army here, which is great. We're still building over here, which is also nice. So that's cool. So we're doing alright. Alright, so moving on to the next turn. As always, guys, I will cut it out, so I'll see you after the turn.
War blades upgraded.
Okay, guys, here we go. We are ready to rock and roll. Now, Astalia has been destroyed, so...
I will not aid you in
Look at this. Grail Guardians. Oof. They are going to be tough. Living Saints, anti-infantry, armored and shielded. Very tough. Bowman, not so much of a problem. Peasant Mob, Men-at-Arms, meh. Battle Pilgrim. We have got a Spellcaster here. I'm not really sure what she's got here. Astalia's been destroyed, though. Carry out a successful assassination attempt. Wound or kill the following character. Mary Beaumont. Which is her. I just need to kill her. Find the petty man thing. Stab, stab. Physical resistance plus 10. So that's well worth it. Luckily, we did recruit in the last turn, and we're pretty much full, which is great. Now this is giving us missile damage, which is much needed. So we're going to continue down that path, of course. And
Bigger warp forge.
oh man, we can't quite get her, can we?
Where are my schematics?
Yeah, you're doing well. How's that going? Minus. Okay, so that's 3.
Master engineer.
Okay, we're gonna get 4 more in there. Actually, you know what we're gonna do there? Oh, we don't have them yet, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. 16 more. We're gonna pull back. Oh man, I wish I could get them now with that forced march. That would be amazing, but unfortunately, it's just not gonna happen. Can't quite get to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to move back to... Have we got any garrison in here yet? How are we going with this? I got a little garrison. But anything will help. She's going to come at us, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to move back to here.
Cogs in motion.
And we're going to go into ambush. And hopefully she's going to come down here and try to take us, which would be lovely. And then we're going to ambush her. That's the plan, which will give us, we'll have both superior numbers
Never.
and we'll be able to surround. We need to take out that field trebuchet as quickly as possible. And the Grail Guardian's obviously a huge problem for us, so we've got to deal with them. The rest is fairly chaffy. Battle Pilgrims, yeah, okay. She's a caster, we'll be able to take her out fairly effectively. So that's the plan. Let's see if it works for us. Alright, it's doing alright. We still haven't... They're getting pissed at us, but they still haven't attacked us. So building this army here works as a double advantage of bringing down the what's the name here, but also allowing us to get moving. We're going to hit level 3 pretty quickly, which will give us a Warlock Engineer in there, and that'll start putting us to a point where we're pretty defensible. Yeah, so pretty good. Now, the other thing that we can do...
No!
Got a little bit of food, so what we can do is go and create ourselves another Doom Rocket. So we can make another Doom Rocket, which is cool. We've still got 70 food, so we're doing alright. We can go to our weapons teams and probably get that one. Alright, so that'll help us with armor piercing and gives us a bit more range. It's nice. Precision for walk jib, so starts to get our bits and pieces moving here. So it's pulled us back down to this, but that's okay. That's fine. She's actually taken that out, which is painful. Let's move on to the next round, and I'll see you after this. Okay, we're back after the net. Our construction, our nest layer is complete here at level 2 with Storm Magic, so Winds of Magic, a little bit not real great, and Public Order, we're losing 2, but that's okay. So we're gonna get a rebellion next turn here. We've got a fairly decent force here. We've still got 980, so what I'm going to do though is I'm going to recruit some more. You know, basically just give ourselves as much defense as we can in here. We're 2 levels away, so they're gonna come in here. Using a legendary, they attack quite often straight away. Sometimes you're lucky they won't. We do have a stack in there, so they might sit out for a little bit. We'll have to see, but we'll get it to level 3, and then we'll have a lot more defensible situation going on there, hopefully. We'll have 1 turn, so it depends on whether they attack or not. But she hasn't attacked. She's in defensive stance, which is fine. We're still here, so it just depends on whether we want, you know, what are we going to do here, you know what I mean? We want to negate this blessed field trebuchet. That's really the one that we've got to take care of. Every turn here makes us just that little bit more defensible. We do want to get this happening as quickly as possible just to solidify our position here. In here we will do a it's right next to Skaven Blight, so it does have it can be defended, but it is a sort of a weak point to some degree. So we'll get a Skaven lair going in there to up the growth. In here we're going to want this, and then we're going to want that to bring down that public order as quickly as humanly possible. Now we do need to get devious plans happening at some stage, so that'll probably go in here as well, or over in Bill Bailey, one or the other. Right now, however, the priority really is getting that wall up as quickly as possible, just to get some defense going. There's 2 things here. We can attack if we want to. Better off getting the ambush. We're going to have a much better advantage of taking out all their units and just pounding shit out. But let's, you know, they're going to get a defensive bonus.
I will not aid you in this.
And they can sit back because they've got the Blessed Trebuchet and we don't. So that's an issue. We kind of want to get the ambush here. Because again, they don't have it. So that's what we're going to do. Now remember that if you get an ambush right, say I do this strategy and the ambush pays off. She jumps in, she gets ambushed. That reinforcements are going to be miles away, so they take a little while to get into the fight. So you just got to be aware of that. So anyway, either way, the next turn is going to be fun. We're going to have possibly two battles. Let's have a look and see. I'll see you after the turn. All right, so we got the old Mexican standoff. We got the rebellion that's happened over here. Faction encounter, Bleak Coast Buccaneers. Now these guys, I think, oh yeah, cool. We don't want to tangle with them, not right now. Raiding and Skaven Blight, that's cool. Construction nest has been completed, so we're done here. We can now go into this if we want to, or we can go into this, and this is probably the one we're going to go because that'll give us the growth to get this happening. It also gives us replenishment rate, which is really nice. The other thing that you can do, however, is you could build this in here. You'll get it to level 3 fairly quickly, which means you can then build Storm Vermin in this area, which is quite handy. However, it's not going to help you grow at this stage. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to do the growth building here. In here, we'll probably pop this one in so we can get these guys going. But again, we're waiting on getting to level 3 for that. So we need one more level. We're 4 turns away from surplus 2, which is all we need. So we're 4 turns before that happens. We've got cash in the bank. We're doing all right. These guys are fine. We got 17 of them in here. We now got to level. We're 1 turn away from level 3. So he'll either attack or he won't. It's a small force, but it's a fairly good force. You've got catapults. You've got gutter runners, that sort of bits and pieces. So we're not going to surround and kill them. I mean, depends on what's here. If this is like Storm Vermin or whatever, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So what we could do, actually, we might do is just pop out.
Me. Channel 5 kill.
Let's have a quick look. Just want to see what he's got. Okay, so these guys are going to absolutely slaughter our slaves. We're not going to be able to get through these and the catapults. They're just going to be very difficult to deal with. Not that we couldn't do them, we could take the catapults down, but it's those plague priests are going to be very, very difficult to deal with. So we're just going to fill up our slave army here. Actually, yeah, let's keep it cheap for now. Actually, we should put just a little bit of anti-large in there. Slightly better saving slaves. So still rubbish. There seems to be a Mexican standoff going on here. We are mostly repaired, so I mean, they're not really doing anything. They're just sitting there being a pain in the ass. So we can't really wait too much longer. We do have a Doomfire rocket, so let's just. Okay. And yeah, again, fairly simplistic army. Really, they're going to be hard to deal with. This we can just do a menace from below on, and we should be able to deal with it fairly quickly. Double casters, so you know Ikit's going to jump in there and have his way with them. We're going to need to shut down the archers. That's going to be an issue. So I'm going to do 4 of these guys. Puts us back to here. That's fine. And let's get the fight happening. What we're going to want to do here is bunch them up as quickly as we can. And then once they're bunched, drop a doom rocket on their head. I'd love to get, if we can get a situation where we've got both the leaders and the knights in there and we can just drop it directly on their head, that would be amazing. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully that's the ticket and we'll be able to do it. We'll start deployment. Okay, where are those knights? Alright, so the Guardian, we don't really have any anti-large. Well, we do. We have Ikit. Ikit is anti-large, so he'll be able to deal a little bit with them, and we'll probably put him out on that side. We're gonna stay fairly wide here, but we're gonna go that onion layer defense. We're gonna let the archers sort of. We want to keep him fairly centered too. So let's grab our whole army here. Pop it here for now, and let's get set up. Like that. Slaves across the front. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna whack these guys behind them. Okay, we're going to be wanting to move on them. We're going to push forward. They're going to shoot into our slaves, which is fine. I'm going to pop you over here to deal with those incoming. Yep. So that'll pin down that side. And then we're going to pop that one there. So it gives us as much leadership coverage as we can get. Armor piercing and all that, we're going to be dropping down on here as much as we can. So I'm going to encourage that to happen. And we're going to do that. So double whammy on the... Yeah, cool. All right, so that's pretty much it. Doom Flayers are anti-infantry. Have I got any spear? He does have spear, but it's mostly up this end. So we're going to put the Doom Flayer on this side. And he's going to advance up like that. Okay, so let's throw that one into a locked stance, and we're going to start moving forward. Cool. Now we do have the double lord here, so as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to drop it on this pile here, get rid of his catapults, get rid of his lords, and then we just have to really deal with this and mop up the other bits and pieces. Okay, we're not quite there yet. We're moving slowly forward. Ah. Hold you in place. No. Oh, bugger. Just missed it. Drop you in there. And let's just delete these two lords. Wait till they pull in. And there we go. Okay. Where's my Doom Flayers? Get into these guys. Okay. Take out that lord. Yeah, knights are getting pulverized. Do that there. Do that there. Okay, they're getting mulched. Get on them, get on them, get on them. Okay, they're getting mulched. Knights are getting taken down. Let's jump in on them. Move over there. Then over there. Pop there, over there. How are you going? Gonna clean that up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Moving around there. Knights are getting suppressed. We've got these guys just guarding them. That's all they need to do. The Zels just keep... Yeah, they're just hammering those lords. There we go. Get claw. That's fine. Set them in the rear. Just collapse around them. These guys are doing their job. Nothing. Pretty much nothing left of them. Head up over that way. Again, the Giselles are doing their job. Let's get them over there on that. Let's get them over there on that. Yeah, anything you can shoot in here. Just go into the back there. Give them a proper surround. Go bang like that. Just deal with them. Okay. Pretty much all but finished those guys up. Okay, they're getting slowly shot to pieces. They're surrounded. Throw that in there like that. Throw that in there like that. Do that. Yeah, and that's kind of it, really. Okay. Alright, we deleted the knights pretty early on. We dropped the bomb. Gave us a pretty good advantage. Let's get these guys after them. What did we lose? We didn't really lose anything, so we did pretty well. We flanked, surrounded, and we took out their main. Basically, anything that's going to give you them mobility over you, and yeah, then break their leadership. So his Grail Knights got deleted, and his Blessed Trebuchet got deleted very early on, and then basically just hammered down the those leaders. They're spellcasters. So that was always going to go down pretty quickly. Right, and that's going to do us, I think, guys, for episode 2. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps the channel out. We're very small, and so I need your help. If you're enjoying it and you want to see more, it takes a lot of time and effort to do these. Editing and recording and getting all the stuff. So if you do like it, leave a comment down below. Let me know you like it. Or if you've got feedback for the channel, I'd love to hear from you guys. So do leave a comment. But smash that like. If you're new around here, guys, then hit up the subscribe and help us out. Other than that, if you are really enjoying it and you want to see more and you want to do more, then you can check the links down below for all the different channels, Twitch and all the rest of it, and also for my Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can help me out to keep me going. I don't like to shield, guys, but it does take a lot of time. So if you enjoy it, then, and you can afford it, if you can't, that's cool, then whack in $1 a month. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I appreciate your time as always. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next episode. See ya. Bye.
Serve yourselves up to your master.
Yeah.